Okay, who wants to start? Start with the microphone, please.
Hi Ruben, congratulations. What do you make of the performance of your side and getting through to the final?
Was a good result. I think if you look at both games, was so much tougher than if you look just to the result. We have so many weaknesses, and you can understand that in the game. But we are fighting, and we managed to pass. I think we deserved, if you look at two games, to be in the final.
Ruben, I know you said that winning it won't mask a lot of things, but winning it would surely give you and your team huge belief going forward, quite apart from the money that you get. It'd be a trophy, it'll tell everybody that you are on the right path. It's obviously the biggest game that you've had since you've been at the club.
I think that is clear, and I agree. The money is not the most important. Even the title, to win a title as a coach, is that feeling that we can do good things. The feeling to give something to our fans, especially in this kind of season. So I agree. It's not just playing Champions League next year. Is that feeling that we can change things.
Ruben, can I just ask you about Mason Mount, because since you've arrived here, you've always been so adamant he'll be part of your plans, and when he scores the second goal, you just have this massive grin on your face. Can you just talk to us about your feelings?
Yeah. Not just me. If you look at the bench, that is the best thing. That is the best feeling for as a coach. When you look at the other guys on the bench, and they are so happy for Mason Mount, because everybody in that dressing room see Mason Mount doing everything he can to be available. He's really good player, and you can see both goals are really good goals. So I think not just Mason Mount, not just me, but also the teammates. They were so happy for him.
James.
Hi Ruben. You've won major titles before, but if you were to win this trophy in the context of this season, the difficulties you've had, where would this rank among your achievements?
Every coach will say that the next one is the most important. I think is the title with more exposure, but I cannot say that is the most important title. I think your first one, I think, is more important, because you want to establish you as a coach and to win something, to say that you have a title. But it would be massive, especially after this season in Premier League. So for me, it's the most important because it's the next one.
You said you would suffer tonight as a team, and that was the case certainly in the first half. Do you feel it would be a similar story in the final against Tottenham? We've beaten Manchester United 3 times this season, all 3 games. And with that record, do you feel that you're due a win over them, that you advance a win over Spurs in the final?
Every game has its history. So we lost the 3 last games. We can win this one. So if you look at the odds, we are closer to win than to lose. Both teams are going to play like all or nothing in this kind of game. It's quite similar. The position of the coach is quite similar. I know that Ange has one more year. It is different, the context, but we are struggling, both of us. So I don't know what is going to happen. That is a good thing and a bad thing with this team. I never know. So I will try to prepare the game. But I think we are improving. If we have more solutions and you can see that we can take Garnacho, that give us the speed, the transition for Ahmad. And to have that possibility can help us to win games. Mason Mount, Kobe Mino, all these players, we can choose from these players and to prepare a final in a better way. So that we have to understand that is a final is completely different from Premier League games.
What was your intention with the substitutions with Mount and Ahmad, and what do you make of their impact?
I think they changed the games, but that is credit to the players. What I felt that we need a little bit more energy. We had to keep the ball. I think when you play with Manu and Casemiro, we win in some areas, but we lose a little bit in the way we push forward the team. Bruno Fernandes is a really good player to drive the ball, but also to start the play with long passes, and that ability can help us. Ahmad is to change the Ahmad, because I felt that Ghana was a little bit tired. It was my fault because he did a really good job against Brentford, but we need to also to try to win games in Premier League. It's hard to think about everything in this kind of game. So my thinking is always to help the team to win.
Mr. Amorim, to follow on from that question, your substitutions have changed the game. Are they capable of playing 90 minutes on Sunday and indeed in the Europa League final? Do you need them to?
It's going to be hard. Players like Mason Mount, we have to be careful. Ahmad is still getting his momentum. So some players are not capable to do that. I felt we rest Nous, but you can feel it. Mazraoui doesn't have the energy in this moment, so we'll try to help him in that department. Dalot is doing everything to recover, and I think they will push now to be available. So some players cannot play 90 minutes, and we have to protect them to don't get injuries to the final.
That concludes the post-match press conference. We'll now take some questions to preview our Premier League game